Of Uganda Technical College Elgon Mbale. They are standing in guards of 4x6, a total of 25 guards, ready for your inspection, sir. Jambo, sir.
Thank you for blessing our world. Thank you, students, for showing this spirit of patriotism and being ready to defend the country. God number 3. Thank you, Professional Clear. For those who wish to know more about Mr. Parade,
and gentlemen, good afternoon. Once again, Nsigo Mastura Nancha, the student leader, gave me another name that Nancha Kanifa, but I am Mastura, not Kanifa. I'm not going to say much because I talked a lot during the training, but I will have one word to emphasize, that developing Uganda and developing self begins with self. We cannot acquire money so fast, just like we said, through betting and the like, but we need to do planning. We need to prioritize the things that we want in life. If we don't do priority, if we think that by okugenda okukuba omuyindi akapapula is the way we are going to get rich, shame upon us. We need to plan, because now we are intellectuals. After here, let us begin developing ourselves. When we develop ourselves, we are going to develop our country. And that is what we call love for the country. You just don't show love, but you practice the love for the country by doing what you're supposed to do at the right time, by developing yourself and in turn developing the country. Allow me use this opportunity, the task entrusted unto me.
We agreed in the first session. We have won even before they read the results. Asante sana. The class sessions were supported by our very own, and our principal, our own principal, was one of the facilitators. We wish him a quick recovery wherever he is. Afande, guest of honor. Patriotism ideology is an ideology to cause national consciousness. The session I was supposed to present to them was the identity question. What do I mean by national consciousness? It simply guides us to know that we are Ugandan, but what makes us Ugandan? 1, we are future thinkers, other thinkers, and nation thinkers. So if we think about the future, we do things strategically. One of them is participating in programs that promote transformation and development of Uganda. We can only do that with the right mindset. The teachers teach very good things, but an engineer with the wrong mindset will eat the road. The water engineer with the wrong mindset will pollute the environment, forgetting that it is the source of his or her work. So we are doing these campaigns to make us conscious of things that are around us. A conscious engineer will value the other person, future than other thinker. Like the president always reminds us that we are each other's market. You will grow a lot of your bogoya in Ibugis, but without lango, you will not be rich. So you should be the other thinker, your brother's keeper. We are supposed to be nation thinkers because none of us is bigger than our country. Dear students who are passing out today, we urge you to put Uganda first. Making our program end in the Independence Week is not an accident. It was a simple reminder that today all the 5 entities of Uganda start celebrating Uhuru. Happy Uhuru Week. Wish me the same. Because we are nation thinkers. We made you wait a little. We know you have a big message for us. But the message to the youth of Uganda is, you are the nation, you are the other thinkers, you are the future for God and my country.
Sent me to deliver you this message that patriotism is a dream of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is also the National Chairman of the National Research Movement, basing on our history, which was volatile, because people did not know how to love their country, so they could afford to engage in volatile situations, and that destabilized this country not to develop. That's why when His Excellency the President of the Republic came, as the minister said, he made sure a constitution is made, and patriotism training also embedded in the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. So your being here is by the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda for the good of you, me, and others here, and the country as a whole. That's why His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda is the chief patron of patriotism in this country. Some malicious people have been saying, you know, those trainings, NRM trainings, is there who came here and say, now that you are here, you be NRM. For you to be NRM, you will choose yourself, because if you see good things happening now, you look at the grassroots which are not there before NRM came, you see that you are here now, you are able to also train to get some military skill. That one automatically will lead you to NRM. But when you are training here, I want to train you as a citizen to know your country, to love yourself, to love your parents, to love your friends, neighbors, for your own self-good and the good of others and the country as a whole. The Honourable Minister told me to emphasize to you this, that His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, having known that government at the moment do not have jobs for all of those who will go through education and attain a qualification, he says that the President saw it and said, what will enable us to get jobs and work without even looking at the government which doesn't have jobs? It will be skilling. That's why, as I talk now, His Excellency the President has initiated a program of skilling, which is directly in State House, which is now giving younger people skills. As I talk now, we have about 20 hubs spread around the country, and I think this month we are taking on the third intake of skilling. Because when you have a skill, you will never lack a job. You saw the lady who was here telling us that she's in water engineering. That one you see there, even when we live here, I can call on her that, my water supply in my house is not okay. Can you please come and give me that service? She will get a job. Civil engineers here, all of you engaged in these skills, you have already attained jobs, but you have also an opportunity of using the job you have attained here, the skill you have attained here, to also create jobs for your friends outside there. So with the skill, that's why His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, according to the message the Minister of Presidency gave me to deliver to you, knows very well that with getting a skill, the multiplier effect of that to enable others maybe who would have not come here to attend a skill also get a job is by you getting skill. Because I don't think if you're a civil engineer and you are making a bridge, you will not be the one carrying sand. You will not be the one extending bricks near the bridge or the building. The one whom you ask to get you bricks there may not have come to UTC. But your skill will have created that person a job. The reason the government is emphasizing that, and now we have skilling center now spread outside. This time round, not look at only the technical like you who have gone through other stages of education, even that one without any education qualification, like me before I graduate, can now go to a skilling center, know how to engage in saloon, in saloon business, in tailoring. Even when you don't know English, still you can acquire a skill. Why? Because with the skills, job will be assured. We have industrial parks spread around the country. You younger people, we have industrial park in Mbale here, in Patriots. We are about to get a free zone trading area. Skills has been, industrial park has spread. But for you to match there with confidence to get a job, the first thing they will ask you, what did you measure in? Civil engineering, electrical engineering, water engineering? Where is your qualification certificate? You show it, already you have got a job yourself. And that's why you also become marketable and employable in all of these industrial parks now spreading around. People are building skyscrapers in the villages now. But who will work on them? It's you. Therefore, don't look at government which doesn't have job for employment. Get your skill, be innovative. The Minister of Presidency tells me to inform you that government has also set aside money to help you graduates, maybe who have got a skill but you don't have the capital. That's why you have Youth Livelihood Fund. The only unfortunate thing is that when some youth access that money, instead of investing them into projects they undertook, or as capital to help them grow their skill by investing in what they are doing to expand, some of them, as soon as they now buy smartphones like the one RDC has, and then begin WhatsApping that, hey, how did you sleep the other day? That one doesn't matter. You get the money. If you are a water engineer, buy equipment. If you are a civil engineer, buy equipment. And then grow your work so that when somebody comes to your company where you have established, he sees the equipment there. When you talk that I'm a water engineer and he sees actually what you have is exactly that, you will be marketable. So those programs like the YLP are there. We have a program like a Myonga. Is there, younger people, once you graduate, even if you have not graduated now, there is that opportunity for you to get that money. The only thing I want to appeal to you is that when you get it, use it appropriately. Don't misinvest it. You take the money, you don't invest it in a project. When it reaches to bring it back because it's a revolving fund you don't have, and then when you are followed by another DC or an LOC or the chairman of the circle, again you begin complaining, by the mistake is yours. The Minister of Presidency asked me to request you and inform you that even with a skill, even with the funds of capital from government, if you access it, or even from your own investment, what will make you excel and succeed is discipline. Without discipline, don't expect to succeed in society now. When you humble yourself, even when somebody didn't want to employ you, but he may see you have discipline, let me employ this water engineer even if I don't have work. But I saw her in a UTC, in a patriotism training. When I bring her home, the 2 days he will eat with my children, he will give them some advice on how to love their country. Automatically you have got a job. But even if you are an expert and you have no discipline, nobody will look at you. You say, let me tie with a rubber rope my pipe as I wait to get a disciplined engineer, or I use a cavera because I cannot afford to bring somebody at my home who will again become a disaster of imparting bad behavior in my family. So discipline, the minister emphasizes that take it very seriously. That is capital you need not to put money, but you create it yourself, you behave yourself and create it, and it will make you survive. Lastly, younger people, the minister says, well, we have been saying younger people are leaders of tomorrow, but NRM when it came, I think there is no leader of younger leader of tomorrow. Members of parliament, we have youth there, isn't it? You cannot have an LC 1 committee or LC 2, 3, 4, 5 without the youth. So you are not leaders of tomorrow. You are already leaders here. So what the minister appeals to you is, please try to use that leadership you attain responsibly. Try to link up with the people giving you positive hope than giving you negative hope. If I may give you a small example here, with due respect, let me use one of the politicians who are progressing in this country, Honorable Bobby Wine. Honorable Wine started just engaging in music and dance, using just small equipment like this. But what made him prosper was the peace this country enjoys. The minister says this peace did not come just jokingly. It took some current Ugandans who are patriotic to sacrifice their lives that we attained it. So you can be in music and dance, even by the whole of Busabara beach, which me as if I'm another piece which I cannot have, but for him he has. Why? Because when His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, created peace in this country and gave good direction, so anyone who engaged in any progressive work prospered, including my son, Honorable Bobby Wine. Is the one who moves with the car, which is grateful from another reason, but I can't have it. So which means this environment shows that we are in a free society. So I want to guide to the minister guides that such prominent people, when they come to you, let them give you a message of hope. But they shouldn't tell you Museveni should go, who should go, who should go. No. You ask them. Now, if Museveni had gone in 1987, where would you get a bulletproof car you are driving now? Why can't you also wait us for Museveni to be around for at least some 5 or 6, 10 years, so that we also get a bulletproof car, so we also get a beach like the Busabara, then we can look into, now we can go. But for you, you have used the easy peace and tranquility in this country, the democracy which was there. You just attempted to go to parliament, you went. Let us also use him, because he's a shield at the moment, for us also to prosper. But they shouldn't inform you to engage in bad acts, use abusive language, segregative languages. That one will not make us prosper. The minister congratulates you. The ministry she heads is the one which where patriotism is. Patriotism is inside the office of the president, and she's the minister. All of these stuffs you see here are under her. Therefore, use the certificates you will get here. I know you are going to get. If you remain disciplined, spread the message you have got. Now, when you go home, even when you go to class, you go to the third year, second year, tell them, did you get this information? Or even if you got it, are you practicing it? Encourage them to practice it. So when you are looking for a job, even if in a private company, you will find somebody and say, hey, are you an engineer? Yes. But have you ever gone through patriotism? Because if you didn't go through patriotism, you can even decide that we ban that factory because we don't want Museveni. That will be a bad mindset. So, fellow graduates, patriots, now, you are now ambassadors of hope, ambassadors of unity. Love yourself, love the country, love your parents, be disciplined wherever you are. The universe, what will be limit is your satisfaction, but opportunities will still flow wherever you are. This moment, on behalf of the Minister of Presidency, Honorable Mbale Babalanda, on behalf of the Minister of Presidency, Honorable Mbale Babalanda, Babiye, to now commission the 635 Patriots who underwent a training at UTC Elgon. You are now officially commissioned. Go and spread the message for the good of you, your parents, other people, and the country. I've said all this for God and my country. Congratulations. Asante.
Bagadde nnyo okufuna ssente mu bwangu ne beetanira omuzungu kyayita gambling, abamu bagenda mu betting, abamu bagenda mu zzaala ng'asuubira nti genda nkuba akapapula nkuba omuyindi ng'ate beerabira nti naye n'omuyindi naye oyo yajja wano okunoonya ssente era nga naye anoonya kubakuba. So abaana bangi bagetinze up nga bali useless olw'okuba nti baagala nnyo okufuna essente ez'amangu. Kati tuba traininze okuba nti basobola okwekolera. Abaana ba UTC Elgon babasomesa skills, babawa skills mu bwongo ne baba nga bw'afuluma alina okwetonderawo omulimu yeekolere. Era tubabuulidde nti ku pocket money gwamuwa katono mu kifo ky'okugula essimu ey'emitwalo 7 gula essimu ey'emitwalo 10 kuba ekola kyekimu, then zino 6 ozisevinge. Bw'oba ofulumye osobola okwegulirawo ekyuma eky'okutandikirako n'oba nga oemployinga ate ow'emirimu bano abalala batayise mu UTC Elgon. Kati tubatendese okuyiga okwekolera bannaye bave mu betting, bave mu zzaala kubanga kati y'ensibuko y'obwavu mu bavubuka kubanga buli kimu balowooleza mu ki kugenda kukuba muyindi. Ate nga tekiriwo kubanga n'omuyindi naye azze kubafunamu muki naye ng'ayagala kubafunamu ssente kubanga he's an investor era asasula omusolo, asasula gavumenti omusolo. Kati tubakubirizza babe nga skills ze bafunye mu UTC Elgon batuuke eyo baziteeke mu kukola kituyambe n'okwemployinga aba youth abalala kubanga gavumenti terina mirimu gyegenda kubawa right now okuggyako yaleetawo interventions no creating a skill in Uganda so that ba youth bonna babe nga bafuna skill babe nga basobola okwekolerawo emirimu.